Hey guys, it's Beth, and it's been a while since we did a tier list thing, so I wanted to very quickly just run through some ideas for the next Smash Bros. Now, I am a huge fan of Smash Bros. It was one of the first games that I played constantly with my friends. I played a whole shit ton of Brawl, so I figured, you know what? Let's let's talk about all of these things. There is a fly trapped somewhere in this room. I can hear it, but that's fine. Okay, so as you can see, we have a couple of the alternate costumes unlocked as well here, but not all of the alternate costumes are going to be used here. I just wanted to really quickly just like have the option, because some misc costumes should, be other things. Okay. So let's start with easy ones. Clearly, Mario is already perfect as is. Their moveset is about as good as I think you could get. The one thing I'd say is, like, some of his costumes need a little bit of improvement, but not even to a point where, like, he needs to be in the costume rework tier. Because he has good costumes. He has the Mario Maker and the Mario Odyssey. There's very few things that I think you could actually change. He doesn't even need to be tweaks needed. If they just put him in the game as he is, he'd be perfectly fine. Now, obviously, Donkey Kong needs a costume rework because, he just got a new costume. His design has changed. So, he just needs a costume rework. Ideally, I'd say make it so that he's like Wario, where you have one set of classic and one set of modern. I feel like that is the best way to do that. Even though I do personally prefer the new Donkey Kong design, I know some people don't, so you know what? Let them be happy. Now, here's where we're going to need some... Well, here's where we're going to start needing some tweaks. So I'm going to go out of order here because we have Breath of the Wild Link, and we have... Where are you? You should be... There you are. Okay. So, here's the thing. We currently have 3 characters with Link, Toon Link, and Young Link that have nearly identical movesets. And I think that that is a problem. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to actually move you down to full rework, and Toon Link should just moveset rework. And the reason I'm going to do that is because Link, I think they can stay fine as it is. They have good costumes, they have a good basic moveset. That's all you need. Takes inspiration from Twilight Princess, from Breath of the Wild. Great. Great. But tweaks should be made. Link needs... Actually, no, Link has a good Final Smash now, so he's fine with that. What they need is to change at least like one of their alts to be Tears of the Kingdom with the new arm and such. That is what I would want. But everything else in terms of their design, perfectly fine. A couple tweaks needed. Actually, you know what? Nah, you don't need tweaks. You're perfectly fine. The only reason you would need tweaks is to be these two. So, these two are just short clones of regular Link. And I would say Young Link is my favorite to play as, just because, they have the best moveset with the fire arrows and such. However, they're based entirely off of Ocarina Young Link, when there's way more things you can do with a Majora's Mask Young Link. And the same thing with Toon Link. It's based off of Wind Waker, allegedly, but they don't have anything Wind Waker about them other than one taunt. Like, I think you rework the moveset here so that it is items from Wind Waker and different things from Wind Waker, different Final Smash, and same here. Different Final Smash, new costumes including masks, and different abilities, because having 3 characters that have the exact same powers is stupid. I'm sorry. Next up, we have Samus and Dark Samus, and I'd say just add some costumes for you, and Dark Samus is fine as is. Just add a couple more costumes for regular Samus. No big deal. Yoshi. Yoshi is perfectly fine as is. Kirby, Kirby, Kirby. So, Kirby was my main for most of the games of Smash, because I love playing Kirby. I think they have a very fun moveset. Mostly. Here's the thing. The tweak that is needed, it's so small, but it's one thing that I really, really want, is just buff the hammer, just buff its base damage, but make it so that you don't need to charge. Just go back to what it used to be. It doesn't need to be a charge attack. Give it extended range and better damage off the front, because having, like, it is a heavy-hitting move, yes, but it doesn't have the range to be effective, and Kirby is not particularly fast, especially when charging, so they don't get any value out of it. So, Kirby needs a couple tweaks, but they're fine. Other than that, they're completely fine. Fox. I like Fox. I think Fox is perfectly fine, other than they just need costumes. They gotta have some alts. That's kind of ridiculous. I think Pikachu's fine as is now. I used to think, like, oh, they should have more costumes and such for Pikachu. But as of Ultimate, they really fixed them up and changed them to a point where I think they're in a good space. Having Pikachu Libre, having Shiny Pikachu with the Choice Band, I think that is perfect. All they needed. That is literally all they needed to fix it. Their moveset is fantastic as is. No need to worry. Luigi's an interesting case where I kind of wish... There are some characters that have different final smashes depending on range. Like, I believe Ryu and Ken both do. Bring back his stupid brawl thing. Bring back his negative zone. Like, you can give him, like, the Mr. L, like, costume along with it, and, you know, it would be interesting, but mostly, this was more a joke than anything. I think he's fine, but, you know, give him a couple things to be a bit different. Ness is fine. Like, I think that they're not the most beginner-friendly character with their recovery, but they're fine. Absolutely fine. Captain Falcon is probably the perfect Smash character to begin with. Like, completely fine. No change is necessary. Jigglypuff is also really good. No real change is needed. Same with Peach. Now, when it comes to Daisy, I don't think there's much that you could do to differentiate her from Peach. Overall, like, she's fine as just an Echo Fighter. So, you know, I'm even going to... Because I think having some Echo Fighters is entirely fine. Especially if it's something as simple as, oh, it's just people want to play a different costume. So I'll just put Dark Samus and Daisy up there because they're alts. Bowser goes in tweaks needed specifically because I want Giga Bowser back. His final smash is lame. I'm sorry. I don't like a lot of the transformations. Like, I hate Wario Man. But, like, I think we should bring back Giga Bowser. Ice Climber's perfect. Needs some bug fixes, but that's it. Sheik, perfect. Zelda, perfect. Why was Sheik ahead of Zelda? Okay. Yeah, I think Zelda and Sheik are perfect. Heck, even their costumes are pretty good. I'd say, if anything, put you into costume rework because you could use some more costumes. Because she's based off of a game that she doesn't exist in. Which is fine. Dr. Mario Echo Fighter. They have no real reason to change that. Pichu, you are perfect. That is my child, you are perfect as is. Falco. I'm just gonna put Falco in costume rework as well. Marth, perfectly fine. Lucina, you are an Echo Fighter and fine. I think these two have really good costumes to begin with, so that's fine. Moveset rework for Ganondorf. Actually, you know, it's never sat right with me that Ike got to have both of his, like, eras of identity, but Ganondorf didn't. Like, it makes me wonder if the Ike decision was made, like, final hours. Because Ike has both twink and non-twink variety available. And then you have, like, Ganondorf, who, yes, started out in his Ocarina form in Melee, but swapped to the Twilight Princess form in Brawl and subsequent entries. So why doesn't he have his... I don't like his Twilight Princess design, but that's neither here nor there. But Ganondorf is the character that probably deserves a moveset rework more than anyone else. So I think these two definitely... Wow, Zelda is really just fucking it up down here. Oof. Mewtwo. Give me some costumes, baby. You have absolute nothing when it comes to costumes. Like, it's not even that hard. Give me, you know, Mewtwo. Metal Mewtwo, the new one. Or Armored Mewtwo, sorry. Just got absolutely Sonic build, apparently. So, yeah. Basic Mewtwo. Then we can have the two different Armored Mewtwo's. Give me a Game Boy Palette Mewtwo. Give me a Shiny Mewtwo. Give me the fucking Shadow Mewtwo from Pokken. Because, you know, this is also a fighting game. Shadow Mewtwo. Why are you not there? Whatever. Roy is fine. I think, in spite of what people say, even though Roy has a lot of borrowed moves from Marth, I think they have enough differentiating them that it's not a big deal. And honestly, I forgot that Chrom was an Echo Fighter of Roy. I always forget that because he's way more of an Echo Fighter of Ike, in my opinion, but whatever. I think Mr. Gaiman... I'm putting you in costume rework. Because please get rid of the Native American headdress and loincloth cosmetic thing that you do on the side smash. This is something that has bothered me forever. Okay, so first of all, they censored the new design of Mr. Game & Watch because they gave him a native headdress and loincloth that would have been incredibly offensive, to be perfectly honest. So they removed the headdress, but they kept the loincloth. And the issue with that is that without the headdress, it just looks like his Game & Watch is out. Like, bro, put some pants on. Just remove that one thing. That's all you need. But I'm counting that as a costume rework. Meta Knight. Bring back Brawl Meta Knight. Make him strong. No, he's fine. Like, he just needs buffs, if anything. Pit. Dark Pit. I love... You know what? I think both of you are fine. I kind of want to put one of you into... Your costumes aren't... You need some new costumes, bud. How about that? Zero Suit Samus, I'd say... Probably Probably. You know what? You need costumes. How about that? Wario. I'm sorry, your moveset is trash. Like, he needs a couple other things. Oh, I'll just put tweaks needed, because I know some people like his gameplay. So I don't want to make it, like, too personal of a thing, but, like... Please. Where are your costumes? Where are they? Snake, what the fuck? Where are your costumes? Ike, you're perfect as is. How about that? Pokemon Trainer, I'd say you are perfect as is. There is no way. There we are. How the fuck? Okay. Pokemon Trainer is definitely perfect as is. In theory. Here's the thing with Pokemon Trainer. I think the best thing to do with these characters is to make them all separate. Like, I think you should make it so that you can play them all separately and you aren't forced into one playstyle with them. Or you can put yourself into one playstyle with them and you aren't forced to swap after a KO. I think it is fun to have different movesets and different characters, and I think it's unfair that a lot of previously transformation characters like Samus and who was the other one? Samus and Sheik Zelda, both of them like you were able to play them separately without focusing on like anything else. Why are the movesets limited here? And you may question, like, oh, how would you swap characters if you didn't have the moves? Actually, here's the thing. Zero Suit Samus in Brawl solves this. Because if you spam the up and down taunt with Zero Suit Samus, or with regular Samus, you remove the power armor. So, here's my thought. Instead of doing that, just dedicate one taunt button to swap Pokemon. That easy. That is where tweaks needed. Or I guess that would kind of go into moveset rework, wouldn't it? Yeah. They're, like, mostly perfect, but, like, not really. Okay, you need costume reworks, Diddy Kong. Lucas. I honestly feel like you're perfect as is. Why are you going up there? This is such a weird list. Sonic. Oh boy, Sonic. Sonic is basically the entire reason I'm making this entire list. You may wonder, what are you talking about? What's so... I'm going to quickly decrease that. That way I can have everything on screen still. So, what is the issue with Sonic? What isn't the issue with Sonic? Sonic in Smash Bros. Is one of the most unfortunate characters in its entire run. We'll get to Pac Man. But, dear lord. So, Sonic has the least original alternates in the entire series. Just slightly different shades of blue with random cosmetics. They also have no moves at all. Like, everything for them is some variant of the spin dash, or, you know, the bumper, but be serious. Everything they have is spin dash, and they're nothing but blue. Give them something. I don't mean, like, oh, you give them, like, shadow as an all, give them silver as all. No! You don't even have to do that. Just add in, like, classic Sonic, like, as an alternate costume. Even if it doesn't fully match the hitboxes, that's never been something that this game has cared about. Fucking Yoshi's grab in Melee doesn't actually function. It's on a different plane. Fucking Toon Link didn't have a finished taunt in Brawl. Frickin', there are so many errors when it's Ganondorf in Brawl that it's embarrassing. Just let... like, how many disjointed hitboxes exist in the game? Hi, Ivysaur. Hi, Marth. No, like, just... You can have it all. That's a little bit shorter and a little bit fatter. It's fine. Just give them something. Give them different moves. Give them, like, something. Because right now they have absolutely nothing, and I feel bad. King DDD has different costumes now, so costume rework. Olimar is unfortunately fine. Lucario. I like Lucario. I think that they have a lot of powerful aspects. Actually, no. We're putting you down here. Because you had the tweaks. You need tweaks, but you also need new costumes. So yeah. And you want to know what is sad? There's a really easy way to fix their costumes. Just have the shinies and the Mega Evolution. Oh my god, you can have Mega Evolutions too! What the heck? They're literally just squandering these opportunities. Oh god, you know what, actually? Hold on. I'm realizing something. You also have... the Pokemon do not have good costumes in this series, unfortunately. It's a shame, but they really don't. Like, I think, realistically, the only good ones are Pikachu, Jigglypuff, and Pichu. And every other one is kinda trash. Which is a damn shame. Lucario, please. Oh, also, splitting these apart gives them access to different things. Like, you can easily have, you know, a Mega Charizard, like you did in Smash 4. You could easily have, like, you could call in, like, Solar Beam here. Heck, you could even add an Aura-like mechanic for Ivysaur with Solar Beam. That would be neat. And, you know, you could have Squirtle Squad here, and essentially be like the Yoshi, Ultimate. I say Ultimate. Final Smash, there you are. Yeah, Lucario, they're already an Echo Fighter of Mewtwo. Like, it's just truthful. But they need a couple... They need tweaks. They need different costumes. I'm putting you there. Rob, you are perfect. My child, you are perfect as is. Okay. I'm just gonna say... We don't need... we do not need... 2 different Fox. You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna fix this right now. Because, yeah, we don't need 3 alts of Fox. We really don't. I'm sorry. We just don't. Like, just have different movesets, please. Or actually, fine, I'll do this. You know what? Half Echo Fighter, much like, you know, Chrom is. I don't know why. It's hard for me to, like, certain characters, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And then it's probably because, you know, you only have one alt. And then you have frickin' Wolf and Link. Or Fox and Link that have 2 separate alts that you don't need. You really don't. The Villager, you know what, actually, you know, your costumes are fine. What? You are not an Echo Fighter? You're fine as is. Mega Man, give me some better costumes, my friend. Please, dear God. I don't get it. Rosalina, you need new moves. I'm gonna be for real. Your moves are kinda trash. Wii Fit Trainer, perfect. Perfectly fine. Little Mac, also perfect. Give a couple extra things. He, you know what? A lot of his moves are very similar. He needs some new things. Pokemon in a costume rework section. Who is surprised? Palutena, absolutely perfect. She is a queen. Oh dear lord. Ugh. Okay. So, you know what? I'm looking at this. Lucario, you can just you can have costume reworks. You know what? That I'll be reasonable with you. You can just have costume reworks. Because dear lord, Pac Man needs a full rework even more. You need different costumes. Dear God, the least difference in any of the costumes, even more than Sonic. And the moveset is just, like, abysmal. You know that things other than Pac-Land exist, right? Get 'em out. Get 'em out. There's no reason... I mean, obviously you can't have Miss Pac-Man because of, you know, the lawsuits and such. You have replacement Miss Pac-Man that you can use. You have other Pac-Man designs throughout the years that you can use. Like, there is no reason for this to be everything. It's just disappointing. And, you know, like, you have some Namco references. Why not make, like, his moveset or costumes tie into that a little bit more? You know, ugh. Makes me annoyed. Robin is probably the most perfect Fire Emblem character there is. I think their costumes are worse in Ultimate than they are in 4, but I would not change anything about them, to be perfectly honest. Shulk, you're fine. I'd say Bowser Jr. also fine. I like all their alts too, so they're perfectly fine. Duck Hunt Dog is fine. Ryu and Ken are fine. They're allowed to be Misk. They're allowed to be Echo Fighters because that's what they originally were. That's fine. Cloud, perfect. Kamui, perfect. Like, seriously. It's unfortunate that she came out at such a bad time for the series because she's one of the more fun. As the series goes on, these freaking Fire Emblem characters they add just keep getting better and better. Like, straight up. It's a bit of a shame. Bayonetta, you're fine. Actually, Cloud, how did you sneak in there? Get some better costumes. Now, please. You know what? Actually, Ryu, you need costumes too. You have multiple different looks. Get different costumes, my friend. Ridley, you're fine. Simon, completely fine as well. Richter, you're an Echo Fighter, so you're fine. King K. Rool, perfectly fine. How did you end up there? Okay, just shrink this down so you see all of it. Okay. Then we have Isabelle, the sort of not exactly, you know, not exactly an Echo Fighter, but borrows a lot from Villager, which is fine. I think they're fine as is. Incineroar, get into the fucking dressing room. Who let you do this? How did I miss Inkling? Inkling is perfect as is, but, like, how did I miss them? What the fuck? Piranha Plant, you're also fine. Joker! You need some costumes, bud. You really do. Hero, perfect. An insane amount of RNG in their moveset. A variety of different costumes. Moveset, abysmal and amazing all at once. It's exactly what you want in a Smash Bros. Character. Banjo-Kazooie, please tweak your moveset. You know what? Actually, just moveset rework. Get rid of all of the end lag, my friend. That is ridiculous. Okay, I think... Terry, you're fine. Actually, no, you're not fine. Take estrogen. I know you have a female form. Why are you not a costume, then? Byleth. I'd say Byleth kind of needs some tweaks more than anything else. Like, they're fine. I just think they need a couple moveset tweaks that fix them up a little bit. Min, you are perfect. Absolutely perfect. Dear fucking lord, get in moveset rework immediately. Like, no one's going to argue that one, for sure. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. Steve is just like... How do you get to that point? Oh hey, a transforming character that I think doesn't actually even need to be split. You need some tweaks, though. Okay. Do I think all transforming characters should be removed? This is where I'm getting to now. Because I just realized they would be the last transforming character on the roster. Do I think Pyren... You know what? Given how much fucking insane... They have so much. They have so much. You know what? Yeah, you two need to go into moveset rework. Because the fact of the matter is, both of them are super strong on their own and do not need to be different characters. Motherfucker just ends you from across the world and, like, can hit you any point of the stage. Your side B takes up the entirety of Battlefield. Moveset rework, please. Thank you. Kazuya, you're probably fine. I don't... It's telling me to put you in moveset rework, but I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know enough about Tekken to argue. Sora is perfect as is. And the Miis are also perfect as is. You know, because they're Miis. So this is probably where I'd end up with. I'd say, yeah, as you can see, most of the roster is completely fine. The main issue I have is just a lot of costumes need to be reworked. And also, apparently, I have a vendetta against transforming characters that I never realized I had until this very moment. Which is weird, because I'm a transforming character myself. But, yeah, that... Wait a minute. Where's Dark Zero Suit Samus? Show it to me.